Hi guys, I just put I guess Friday night is going to become the night that I clean the pool. There we go. I got that little robot that cleans the pool. Which camera? This one. And I think it triggered before I got a chance to get back here in the seat. So welcome to Friday night, September 20th. September 20th is my nephew's birthday, and he's also my godson. So I will have to sing happy birthday for him. Let me make sure I'm not on reverb all night long. And anybody else that they have a birthday, if you don't tell me, don't assume I know your birthday. There's just too many of them. I know my dad's, I know my mother's, but they're in heaven, and I don't think that counts for all that much. Wait a minute. I do know somebody else's birthday. I know my birthday. I don't know why, but no, I know a few of the birthdays, but I mean, I don't write them down, and I don't want anybody's feelings to be hurt. Like, you didn't remember my birthday. Well, if you don't say anything, I'm not. It's just the way I am. Birthdays are high on my list. You can't tell that by the way that I operate this show. If I will break everything and stop to sing somebody happy birthday, okay? So if you know it's a birthday, or if you know somebody else's birthday, give me a helping hand, okay? I need your help. I got water. I put a couple of drops of lemon in it tonight. And it's cold from the refrigerator door. So welcome to September 20th. I spoke to Sly a little while ago. Apparently she's off for the month of September, and I didn't know it. So she should be back sometime in October. So if you're going to look for her show after this show tonight, we're still in September. And next Sunday, Monday, Friday, it's one of those. I got 7 to choose from. Give me time. I'll get it right, okay? Then we'll be looking for her in October. And in October, it's my birthday. And anybody else, I guess we will be bringing it to the front. So let's start. Scotty says, hi, happy Friday, gang. Yep, it's Friday, it's Friday. Time to go out dancing with your best girl you got. It's Friday, get going, be happy, or just come right here and I'll sing you a song. I can't clap in the mic. I'll sing you a song if you need it. Are you feeling down, down, down? Then tell me, I'll sing you a song, song, song. Okay. We do talk about cameras, and guess what? The doorbell rang, and Randy is letting me use, just for a little while, but he's loaning it to me. He says, when you're done, pack it up and ship it back. So he's sent his A7c II here for me to play with. So I've coupled it together with a 20mm f2.8 lens. So here's my thinking on that. All right, but first, before I just start, because I have this thing where I just launch, okay? And once I start talking, it's hard to shut me up, okay? So what do we got here? We got the A7C Mark II. I never thought that highly of that camera, this camera, okay? But I've been using it for how long? I think Randy shipped it to me, and I think it came, today is Friday, I think it came Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. So I've had it a couple of days, okay? So my first inclination is to put this guy on there, which is the 11mm Sony brand 1.8 lens. Okay, so that is my favorito lens. Mwah, she's a sweetheart, okay? But it's a crop sensor lens. But it's tiny. Look how big it is. It's really small. And here, this is a 40mm Viltrox. Look very similar in size. Now, I'm not saying all the lenses that you use have to be small, tiny lenses, but when you're walking around with a lens, you know, it sure does help a lot for it not to weigh down on your shoulder and your arm, because you could build up bursitis in here, and that means shots. Shots. Ouch. O-U-C-H, shots. I don't like shots, okay? So I did put this on instinctively, but you know, this camera, which is the A7C II, is a full frame camera, and I said, why not take advantage of that? So I have a Viltrox on here, 20 millimeter. Viltrox is the brand, okay? There's many companies that make lenses. Viltrox is one of the companies that make lenses. So that is a very cool thing. And Meiki is also another brand. Sigma is another brand. I'm just rattling some out so you understand it's not a Sony brand lens. And over here on this Nikon Z6 Mark III, it's not a Nikon brand lens on here, I don't think. No, this is not a Z6 Mark III. The Z6 Mark III, I'm talking to it. I'm talking to the camera, and I think I'm naming it here. This is a Panasonic S5 Mark II, okay? So this one's got a 10 to 18. Yep, 10 to 18. So you say, Peter, why so much talk about these small little lenses? Well, you know, I get up in the morning and I think of grabbing a camera and talking to you. I mean it, on my Patreon channel. And the Patreon channel is free on the free side, and it's identical to the paid side, which now I have it starting at $1. So you guys that want to support me and you want to automate it, I'll put a link. I'm pretty sure it's already down there, okay? As a matter of fact, I've got a link to this camera. Now, wow, I just picked up, this is a E10 Mark II, okay? This is a crop sensor. And what is this? I think this is 24 megapixels. So I'm holding this, and then I pick this up. I'm going like, wow, very similar in weight. So what this camera is missing, and why I poo-pooed it for so long, is beginning to grow a lot like Christmas, okay? So I'm beginning to like it more and more. Now, this is probably the best buy for the buck. So if you're one of those guys that go like, Peter, I don't have a lot of money, but I want to be cool and have pictures as looks as good as you, and I want it to be crisp and clear and all that kind of stuff. Well, there's quite a few cameras that'll do that. I'd just be honest right up front, okay? But for the iteration before this, before the Mark II, all right, is the nothing, just the E10. No mark anybody. There's no mark in its life, okay? And that is, I think they're as low as $598. And one of the beauties of it is you could take the lens off, okay? And you could put the lens that you want on here. You could put a kit lens on here. A kit lens is like the basic gear that comes with the camera, and they specially price it. And that would be this lens here. So this, who is this? All right, so this is the E10 Mark I, meaning it's the first one. And then they came out with this one, which is the upgrade. Now I'm gonna do a video. Not right now. I'm doing something. I'm live, okay? And I'm gonna compare the button layout and the things that became different between these two cameras, okay? Because I think that is kind of important. I'm trying to read this and make sure that I'm not speaking out my bottom side. I think they used to say what they were up at the top. Yeah, ZV-E10. And it has no mark or any Roman numerals after that. So this is the ZV-E10. Now, this is the original ZV-E10, and as old as this guy is, it's still a great camera. And for the price, it's a yabba dabba doodah camera. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, as Sly would say, okay? And then they upgraded it to this one, which is the E10. And if I look at the back, now that I know where they write it, okay, and it's not there. So where did they put it here? Playing hide and go seek. There it is. It's in the same place but moved over to the left. Okay, so this says ZV-E10 Mark II. Okay, so they took the ZV-E10 Mark II, and let's go over to a camera real quick. I'll just pop it over there. Okay, so this is, I call her Eleanor. That's my sweet baby girl right there. It's a white camera, full frame, 12 megapixels, is a low light killer diller, okay? And it just has got features on it that you just can't find anywhere. You can be very, very, very rich. You can be, what's his name? The musky guy, Elon, okay? Unless you can order a custom built camera, you can't get what's in this camera unless you get close to it for like $6,500. Who wants to spend $6,500? And even then, it's missing a couple of things that Eleanor has. So it is one of my favorite cameras. So Randy is letting me use his A7C Mark II, and by golly, we've got two cameras here. So this is a baby. When I say this, I've watched other YouTubers and they go, this camera, oh, and this camera, and I'm going like, say the camera, dude. I don't know which camera you're talking about. So the E10 Mark II and Eleanor, which is the ZV-E1. So you better remember that because I call it Eleanor because ZV-E1 gets me tongue-tied, all right? So Eleanor is after this guy here, okay? No, it's not. Here's Eleanor. You got a thing about you. I just can't live without you. I really want you, Eleanor, near me. Do-wah. All right. So Eleanor and this camera, very super similar. Crazy. Okay, this one is $998, no lens. $1098, $100 for the cheapy-weepy basic gear lens, okay? But, you know, for $100, I'd actually get that lens because you never know when you need a lens that's a dual. And that would be this one. Can you see my finger just flipping around there? Okay. Now you take this one and you step it up a notch and you make it go full frame. Now the E10 Mark II, this camera here, is actually a little more advanced than the A7C II because this is like what, 2 weeks old before it was released to the market. This has been around, I would say, a year. Now it's got all its basics. It's got clean underwear and all that good stuff. Yes, all of that is in here, but it's full frame. One of the things right off the bat is it does not have that new capsule for recording. See how this one's got a little fuzzy top like me, Q-top? Okay. The white one's got a white Q-top. So, and all that is a barrier to the wind. This one doesn't have those new microphones built in. I'll get it straight. Give me time. Just hope it's in my time. But I like to grab this. I like to turn this on. And because it's so light, I can just turn it around and I'm vlogging. Now, one of the things that they did do really good that they stopped, and I can't understand it, is they put all the record button way out here and my finger is so short because I'm a short guy, okay? I can't reach it, but on this one, it's right here on the end. What camera are we on? Over here, okay? So see the red button where this finger is that's tiddling around? I'm tickling. It's okay to prick your finger, but never, 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 can't finish it here. It's a family show. All right, so when I grab this and I want to hold it, all right, and I just lay my index finger down, just lay it down, guess what's sitting right there? And underneath, my pinky is extended. So if I bump my elbow, you know, you got to be careful if you're walking and talking. If somebody bumps you, you can knock the camera right out of your hand. Not good. Not good at all. But the A7 II, A7c II, the names. The name game. Billy, Bo Billy, banana. All right, so anyway, back to here. So this one here kind of fits the best. So am I willing to give up something for that? Yeah, I'm willing to give up a little bit. And that it's full frame and with the 20 millimeter. All right, now here's the secret to Sony cameras. Now, out of 10 people in this room, 5, maybe 6 are not going to agree with me. I'm going to say it anyway, okay? I'm just going to say it because I believe it, okay? The secret to Sony cameras is maybe divine inspiration, or maybe God said, okay, you do that, all right? Is they have a gyroscope in here, and it basically, just like it records the audio, like the audio is coming through this mic and coming out to you, all right? So it records the gyro information. Does that mean anything to you? Now, I'm Greek, and I don't mean the gyro sandwich with the white tzatziki sauce and lettuce, tomato, and onions in a pita bread. That's a gyro also, okay? I ain't talking about that kind of gyro. I promise you. I'm talking about a different kind of gyro. They have something in here, and it's like, it's I don't know if it's spinning or if it's electronic. I probably shouldn't say anything if I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? But it records the gyro information, but it doesn't do anything about it. So the information is there. So Sony has software that will take the gyro in track, just like you have an audio track where I'm talking, it's down here, okay? It takes the gyro track, and with the software that Sony gives you for free, okay, it matches it with the video track. So if I'm recording video, if I'm out and about and talking, I'm blabbering, which is something I do very well. Hey, how you doing? I can talk to myself. I'm so used to talking to a camera, I don't even need anybody in the room. And I ignore everybody else. So see what I'm talking about? You put a camera in my hand, boom, I hit the road running. Now, because next couple of weeks, okay, I'll be 71. My hand is not that steady, okay? It's not ridiculous, but if I were to record just like 3 minutes of this now and slap it up here so you could see it, and I'm not doing it, so don't get excited, okay? You would see the camera jittering around. Now, what you're seeing now is rock solid. Why? It's sitting on a tripod. So a tripod is the best way to get a solid picture. You can't walk around this world with a tripod. It's just not going to happen, okay? So what people try to do is they try to come up with every flim-flam invention to make their image stabilization or images seem very solid. I've been having hair problems lately. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow, okay? So they come up with all these weird things. And one of them is called a gimbal. A gimbal is like a tripod that's about that long. Let's try to squeeze it in, okay? It's about that long. And the camera sits up here, and you hold it down here, and the camera has got motors mounted to it. So as you move like this and you're jittery, it's as smooth as this. It's just like this. If I sit here and stand still, nothing moves. That's a tripod. A gimbal will do something very, very similar. Now, enter camera companies trying hard as they might to introduce what's called IBIS, one of the best cameras out there that has world-renowned IBIS is, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, is this guy. This is the Panasonic S5-S2. So Panasonics, whether it's the Micro Four Thirds or if it's the full frame, which is the S5 Mark II, S5 Mark II X, which is another iteration of this camera, they have really good image stabilization. And then you have what's behind it, which would be this guy that you're looking at right now. this guy right here. So you notice I could be real Greek and use my hands like a Greek, Italian, whatever you want to call them. And the focus on this guy is rock solid. So you go back 6 or 7 years when we get to the the Z6, which is over on that side, okay? If I just go like this, it catches my hand, and people don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not saying, oh, there's something wrong with you. I've got the same problem. This guy here, this guy is Sony, and they have a fabulous focus system too. Now, what Eleanor has, or the ZVE1, is something that no other camera has. I don't care how much money you got, baby, okay? It has image stabilization that is just about gimbal-like. And let's take the word just about out, because it sounds like I'm trying to squeeze it in. No, it's got image stabilization on this. When I walk around with this camera right here, none of these cameras match it. Nothing. Okay, and it's not on any other Sony camera. We got an E10 Mark II. We got an A7C Mark II. That means Mark IIs are the newest stuff. All right, we got the E10 with nothing else. All right, meaning it's a Mark I. And all of them, their stabilization sucks. Now, you take it up one notch from suck, okay, and you're in a decent stabilization. And that would be the Canon R6 Mark II. And then just a little bit better than that is the Z6 Mark III. Okay, I'm looking at that, but that one's the one that's showing my face. Okay, now, this camera, for some reason, lately, it misfocuses a little bit. And this is their new stuff. So it kind of surprises me why it does that. The Z6 Mark III, which is the same price, no, doesn't do that. Don't do that. I don't do windows, I don't do mornings, and I don't do out of focus like that. Did you see it go blah? Okay, like the Twilight Zone? Okay, so Eleanor's got stabilization, it's got top-of-the-line focus, it's got everything that you could want in the camera, okay? And it gives you a little bit of scoop of overheating to go along with it. No extra charge. So I haven't had overheating problems with Eleanor, ZVE1, okay? And I just got this for a couple of days. No overheating yet, okay? I'll have to ask Randy, because this is Randy's camera, if he's had overheating problems with the A7C Mark II, all right? And then you've got the Panasonic, which has a built-in fan, and that all overheating is history. Camera gets hot, the fan goes on. There's the blower motor. There's the exhaust vents. Close this up. Okay, my doors are opening up. So where is the exhaust vent? Is right up here. Okay, so the exhaust vent comes right out like this, and the intake is underneath here. So it sucks it in here, cools off whatever's going on inside the body, wherever the heat's coming from, okay, and then it blows out the hot air there, okay? Now, Sony has something similar to Eleanor or this guy, and it's called the FX30. Sammy loves the FX30. That he calls himself Mr. FX30. That's Sammy Superstar, my buddy. I love him. He's my good old buddy. He just started college. I got a call this morning at 7 o'clock, and him and his buddies up in Jersey, they went down to the Apple store and they picked up the new iPhone, whatever number they're up to. I think it's 16. So he called me out. We're on the way to the Apple store. Is it Apple? No. Yeah, it is. Okay. iPhone. I'll get it straight. All right. So now the ZV30 doesn't have the dynamic image stabilization. So dynamic image stabilization is out of the clear blue sky for no reason whatsoever. Sony came up with a killer diller, winner winner chicken dinner, cut a rug with it, all the fancy words you want to apply, and they put it in my Eleanor, the ZV-E1. No gimbal needed, smooth, works great, but it crops a treat. It crops between a 1.3 and a 2.0. So when I say 2.0, does anything ring a bell? Micro Four Thirds, right? Micro Four Thirds is a 2x crop. So Eleanor, well, that's why it's called dynamic active stabilization. It's dynamic. It's not static. It'll actually bring the stabilization from a 1.3 crop to a 2.0 crop, depending on how much jitter you're introducing. If I'm going like this, oh, okay, it's going to crop in more. That's why it's called dynamic active. This does not have it. This Sony does not have it. This A7C Mark II does not have it. The E10 does not have it. The A7 IV does not have it. The A7c does not have it. The A1, their flagship camera, does not have it. Just one. And that's Eleanor, the ZV-E1. Okay? Now, that's not exactly 100% true, because they just came out with a camera, and it's been out maybe 3 months, and it's $6,500. It's the one with the global shutter. I think it's the A9 Mark III. Now, that happens to have the dynamic active image stabilization. It's going to put you back $6,500, and she's a big mama, like this one. This is the S5 Mark II, and that one might even be bigger than this. So Eleanor sits in the sweet spot. Enter the gyro, and you got something that nobody else has. The Nikon, that Nikon, the Z6 Mark III, the Canon, the Fuji. These guys should have gyro information. It's not expensive, and it just records the movement of your hand. And when you put it in the software that is free, called Catalyst Browse, okay, it takes your video file and it takes the gyro file. And what was that breath mint? Two mints in one, okay? And it puts it together. And you have stabilization as if you had a gimbal. Remember the old gimbal that I just talked about between here and here, and you got to hold it? Okay, in the movies when they came out, it was called Steadicam. And all the big money people, we have to buy a Steadicam. We just got to own a Steadicam. Hold on. I need to go to the bar. Take a stiff one. All right, let's take a breath or a break from my ranting here and come back to the important part of the night, which is you. You. So Scotty says, happy Friday, gang. Happy Friday, Scotty. Randy says, hello, everyone. Randy's awake. I'm surprised. Randy, I found your camera, buddy. You'll get it back. Just give me a little bit of time. Give me a minute, okay? And Randy's asking Scotty, what's for dinner? Lewis is on the phone. No, he's right there. And he's saying hi to everybody. And we all say hi. I say hi, Lewis. Hi, Aiden. Love you, Aiden. I know you're there, Aiden, and I know you can hear me. Hi, Eleanor. Okay. So hi to Mr. Camera Junkie. He will be on tomorrow at 10. Okay. So Randy's saying hi to Lewis. Lewis is saying hi to Randy. Mr. Camera Junkie, by the way, his name is Lewis, in case you're wondering. And Randy says, let's go swimming. Oh, yeah, let's go look and see what the cleaner is doing in the pool. I did it last week, and I got so many people talking to me about it and commenting about it. So let's go over there really quick. I have to unmute it so you can hear me. So I was saying, oh, no, there it is. It's coming out of the pool. Okay, so now this is the automatic robotic battery lithium ion pool cleaner. So I put it on like 5 minutes before, and and had this thing come on at 10 o'clock automatically. Now you could see it. It's going back and forth. It seems to be camera shy because when I show it, it comes and hides right up underneath. Right underneath here. Now I could move the camera down, but I don't want to. I have it positioned kind of exactly where I want. So this one, even though it's battery operated, you see how it comes right up to the water line? And then it jumps off the wall. You see it? That's a perfect angle. And then it settles slowly like an astronaut all the way to the bottom. And it does that for 2.5, 3 hours. And the pool's clean. So last week, I put it on kind of like just to do something interesting, because it's the same thing week after week. People commented on it. And not only that, but we were able to watch something interesting. We were able to watch the robotic pool cleaner. So that's the drain down there in the middle that you see. That's one of the inlets where it brings water in. And next to it is my my chlorine dispenser that I've kind of, you know how people that love gadgets. So I kind of like reworked it a little bit. So see how it rolls out on its own? It's on tracks. So, it's heading right for the chlorine things. And now it's coming back. Let's see, is she going to go all the way back to the top and climb the wall again? Yep, here it comes. We need to give her a name. How about Krabby? It's a crab. It's going around. Well, that's the model number. It's the C Auto, SEA Auto, and the model is called the Crab. The C Auto Seal Crab. I didn't name it, guys, so please just keep your pantyhose on. I'm drinking more water. I put a few drops of lemon in my water this time. So, all right, let's get back. We are running a show here. Oh, wait. We're going to see it go up the wall. Let's see if it goes up. No, it went to the wall, and now it's backing out. Faked me out. Okay, so now what's it going to do? It's going to do a 90-degree turn, and it's going to go up. That's the deepest part of the pool, by the way. Okay, so now it's going to come up. This is a pretty big rise for the wall. Now it's going to come up. And this is one of the few that I know that will actually make it to the top of the water line, because usually they stall out. They don't have enough oomph to make it to the top. So now it's sucking, is cleaning the water line. So it's cleaning the wall and the water line. And now it's doing the voyage to the bottom of the sea and dove right back in. All right, let's get back here. Such an exciting show. What can I tell you? Where else can you watch the pool getting cleaned, hear this guy singing songs, off tune sometimes, has the best friends in the world, and has got Randy's cameras. We're sitting right here. Okay, so we left off there. Randy said, let's go swimming. No, I'm too shy to do that, okay? Randy says, I wonder if the pool cleaner can mow grass. They should make it. Mows the grass and then goes back down and vacuums the pool. But seriously, today I did cut the grass. And basically you go up and down in rows. So I don't understand why that can't be remote control, where I could just kind of like sit in the chair like this, sit back, and have a remote control, a gizmo. And Gizmo, guess who has a dog named Gizmo? Kyle. Hi, Kyle. You watching? I love you. Okay, so he's in Oklahoma. That's the same place Sly is in. And Sly will be coming back, God willing, and the bridge isn't up sometime in October. She took September off, okay? So now we've got Evelyn. There she is. Oh, come on. Right now, so far, Evelyn's the only lady in the room. I sing her a pretty, pretty tune. She looks best in the month of June. You gotta stay focused. In your life, you gotta stay focused. When you walk, you gotta stay focused. When you run, and you gotta stay focused. When you're just sitting down. So this song is for Evelyn. Welcome, girl, I like it. When you come here and grace me with your presence. I don't mean presents like Christmas presents or birthday presents, but presents means your appearance is right here with me. I'm gonna have to fiddle-faddle with that because Canon has a better focus system than that. This is the R6 Mark II. Now look, I do the same thing. I can be all Greek and tell Evelyn, Evelyn, I love you so much. Mwah. Oh, when I see you going that way, I think you look gorgeous. And when I see you going that way, I think you look gorgeous. Let's turn my church hall off, okay? And the Z6 Mark III, it nails the focus as good as the Sony, if not better. So we got some good stuff. In this house, we got good stuff. In his hands, he's got the whole wide world. It's a song. It took me a while to figure out what it was. In his hands, he's got everybody now. Come on. He's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole wide world. In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Evelyn, sing it. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Okay, let's get back. That was Evelyn. She got me excited. Can you tell? Evelyn got me all happy. Hi, Evelyn. Good to see you here, sweetheart. I'm so happy that you come and you join the family and that you are well and feel well and you look marvelous. You did marvelous. Who was that? I forgot who it was. Billy Crystal. Okay, so Evelyn saying hi to Randy. You know why? Because Randy said hi to Evelyn. Here's Philip. Είναι το Έλληνος, είναι εδώ πέρα να το μιλήσω ελληνικά και κανένας θα καταλαβαίνει τι μιλάω. I don't speak Greek that good anymore, but I just told him, here's my Greek buddy from Montreal. I'm going to speak Greek and nobody's going to know what the heck I'm talking about. And then I switched to English because I about blew my vocabulary. So Phil, how you doing, buddy? Hi from Montreal. I have purchased an A7R5, woo, with Sony G lenses, 50mm 1.4, woof. Keep doing your great YouTube videos. God bless you, Peter. God bless you. God bless you. If you bought the A7R5, that you bought yourself a little sweetheart. The A7R5 is actually, besides it being a fantastic camera, it's one of the few cameras that when you flip out the flippy screen, it actually has more movement than a standard flippy screen. It's got more that you could do with it. And of course, it's a high resolution camera. Actually, they've had some problems with the firmware on the A7R5. So if you happen to have one, and well, you can't get the firmware anyway, so I'm wasting time just by talking about it. So, you know, I just thought of something. Sometimes when you think of something and it comes right out of your mouth, that's called diarrhea of the mouth. Just can't contain it. But I don't have to go, but God forbid some specific night where I have to go potty, I can actually put the pool cleaner, and I lost the vacuum. Oh, I found it. Okay. How long does it take you to find the vacuum? Now I could go do pee-pee. Oh, Peter, you're talking like a little boy. Okay. And I guess I would either need music or just say, I'm going to do something, folks. and just let the pool cleaner handle it for me. Isn't that pretty cool? I just thought of it. Just came right in my mind, and it's coming right out. So the blue light that's moving around is like an LED light that's on the crab. And the crab is crawling around the bottom of the pool. And it's vacuuming the pool for me. I'm going to take a little sip of water. See, if I didn't tell you, you would never know. Oh, we're going in the shallow end. Look at that guy run. Go, baby, go. Go, baby. Go, go, go. Wow, it's going to go all the way. It's looking for the stairs. Oh, boy. That's the hard part. It tries to climb those stairs. It actually gets a lot of them, but I wish it had a button or a feature where you could say do everything, the walls and the floor, but don't do the stairs. Stay away from my stairs. I can brush those stairs in 30 seconds, and I don't have to worry about this thing getting stuck on it. So now it's in the shallow end. See all the way down at the other end of the pool? See the blue? It's not very big now. Okay. Let's see if I make it a little bit bigger. Ooh. That's a little bit bigger. Okay. So it's down at the end of the pool, and I think it's going to start working over the shallow end. And don't forget, this is going to be doing this for about 2 hours. Longer, actually. My white cup. I have a red one and a white one. It's a set. I got it for Christmas from someone very, very special. Oh, so when I drink with it, I put it right there. Sometimes I use the white one. Sometimes I use the red one. Sometimes I use a clear glass. So congratulations, Phil. You got yourself a nice new camera. You got an amazing lens. Boy, that one, you should make pictures that'll knock your eyes out. It should be stunning. As a matter of fact, the lens that you're looking at right now is a 50mm 1.4, but it's the Zeiss one, not the G. Okay? And at that level, they're all good. They're costly. That's what they are. They cost the bucks. The big, big bucks. You know, I'm not making fun of him, okay, because it's so political that you really can't make fun. And I just find it hilarious when he talks and there's all this, you don't understand, you know, it's like, what did he just say? And it's become so enjoyable to watch. And yes, we had the victory of the Inquisition, and then it's stark, and it came. It really did. And let me tell you something. And when I get mad, I get very clear, but I get too animated. And then when I calm down, and then I talk to the people, and then you go like this, but that's the way it is. It's just interesting to watch. So, oh, Scotty brought the food. Food! We've got pulled pork, yes! Winner chicken dinner! Homemade potato salad. I can have a couple of bites. Watermelon. Peter loves watermelon. What goes really good with watermelon? Cheese. Did you know that cheese and watermelon, especially Greek cheese or feta cheese, is fantastic? For Peter, we have celery and radishes. I knew you loved me, Scotty. I just didn't know how much. I didn't know how much you love me, Scotty. Celery and radishes? Who the hell eats celery and radishes? Actually, you want to know something? It's not on my diet. I don't do vegetables. So you still don't know what to feed me. A chicken breast. If it's like from Popeyes, then I could take the skin off because they put breading on it. But I can eat the skin, the chicken breast, pork chops, a nice steak. I can eat beef, B-E-E-F, in case I'm stuttering or something. Bacon. I love bacon, especially the maple bacon. Beef, bacon, eggs, butter. Beef, bacon, eggs, and butter. That is supposed to comprise 99% of my diet. Do you want to take notes, Scotty? I'll repeat it for you. big guy, okay? Beef, butter, bacon, 3 B's, beef, butter, bacon, eggs. And I can eat any amount I want. I mean, I'm not going to down a stick of butter. So the thinking is you're switching your body over from burning the sugar, like the watermelon, the celery. Let's see, what did he put up here? So let me tell you what of this food has got hidden sugar, okay? So the pork has got 0 carbs. I can eat all the pork I want. Homemade potato salad is pretty high in carbs. It's got hidden sugars. You eat it and it turns to sugar. Now remember, when you're on the carnivore diet, there's a purpose. The purpose is to get away from the sugar. You want your body to be trained to switch over to burn the fat instead of burning the sugar. Because if I eat a Snickers bar, when my body has actually burned all the sugar from the Snickers bar, I feel hungry. So the body just doesn't switch over and start burning the fat. It tells you, no, no, no. Nay, nay, as our friend John Pinette would say. Nay, nay. You feed me more sugar and do it now. I'm telling you, feed me more sugar and do it now. What a wonderful comedian. He's passed away. He's left us. But he's fantastic. So, oh, I just bumped the mic. That was too loud for your ears. Sorry, Mommy. So we were going down the list so I could kind of like share. I'm just sharing. I'm only sharing. So the potato salad, the watermelon, and the punch, sugar, sugar, sugar. So if my body is receiving that, my body is saying, I'm happy. I can burn sugar all day and all night. You want to romp around with the wife and burn a lot of calories? Okay, you go for it. But when I run out of sugar, I am going to tell you, you're going to have to get up out of that bed, like Rod Stewart said. I get out of bed, and by the time I get back, someone's taken my place. Okay, that's in the song. I'm not being nasty. All right. So when the sugar craving hits, because I'm just exerting myself, okay, then I got to get up, go get a Snickers bar, Reese's. Oh, Kit Kat. Oh, be still my heart. Kit Kats are fantastic. You know who's doing the low sugar? Carlos. And I think he's lost. I was going to give a number, but I better not. He'll tell us if he comes in to say hello. So I'm just trying to say this because people I had a hard time understanding. So I make hard-boiled eggs. You know who's good at this? Sly. She's not even on that type of diet, and she's got a bowl full of hard-boiled eggs cooked in the refrigerator. She gets hungry, she'll pop a couple of eggs and eat them. I get hungry, Mounds, Three Musketeers, M&Ms, you know, that had to stop. Well, I've lost 65 pounds because it did stop. So it's a way of eating. Now, they take it too far, okay, the people that do the carnivore. They go, that this is our ancestral diet. They ate that millions of years ago. Bull crap. We weren't here millions of years ago. They're hallucinating. They go for the evolution. You were a monkey. You see a monkey? Could be a cousin. Could be Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou, I haven't seen you in so long. Okay? No. The people that don't do that, they do what the Bible says. God woke up one day, he said, I make the earth, the heavens and the earth. Voila. One and done. So do I believe in evolution? Hell no. Nothing evolves. Everything I do and leave it alone, it goes backwards. Where is this forward motion? I have never found it. I was raised in my dad's flower shop. They have something they do with flowers called grafting. They will take the stem of one kind of rose or whatever it is they're trying to graft, and they bind it with another brand or type of plant, and they feed it and everything, and it creates a new variety of rose. Okay? But if you get lazy and you go on a 2-week vacation, it falls off. It doesn't evolve into a new rose. It goes backwards. Okay? Now, they're trying to tell me, forget the religious part. Forget anything religious here. I'm just going to talk plain street talk stupidity. So they're trying to tell me that either we had some crazy big explosion, and out of that explosion, all this good stuff came out, when everything around me is bad. But if we have an explosion, good stuff comes out. So we should be nuclear bombing everything, because good stuff comes out when we have these big bang explosions. Or they evolved. Evolving and adapting is two different things. You can adapt. When you guys like Scotty, he lives up in Michigan, it gets really cold up there. Cold, 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 cold. I can't stand it. Okay? So here in Miami, my blood has adapted to warm weather. When it gets into the 60s, ooh, I'm chilly, chilly, chilly. Bring me that chilly, chilly today, hot tamale. Okay? So now, Scott, if he were to come down here, who's down here? And they can't stand the humidity. Simon, from Ordinary Filmmaker. Why don't you move down here? He complains about the cold. He complains about the cold over and over and over, and then he'll complain about it again. And then he'll tell me, I don't know how you guys can stand the humidity and the heat down there. So when I moved from New York to Miami, I was a child, I did adopt. No, I didn't adopt. I adapted. Okay? So there is adapting. All right? So I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I believe in what's called the creationist model. Just like the Bible says, God created the heavens and the earth. Took 7 days. Nope, 6 days. Seventh day he rested. But that was part of the nugget, okay? Okay, let's keep it rolling. Scotty's saying, hi, Mom. And Evelyn is, did you know Evelyn is Scott's mother? Evelyn, which you're seeing right now. Hi, Scott. I'm hungry now. She is the mother of this spoiled child. Scotty. My Scotty. Yup, he's my buddy. So he's my Scotty. Okay. And so that's a mother and a son. And then we got Jim, 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 the Ring of Fire, the Ring of Fire. Happy Friday. And yes, that comparison between the E10 and the E10 Mark II would be awesome. Well, here's the sneaky summary. You could be happy with either camera. So people that are out there, you know, boys will be boys in their toys, I like to say, because I'm one of them. A new toy comes out and it's like, I got to have it. Okay. So the E10 Mark II, yes, she's a wonderful girl. Oh my goodness. But you know, the E10 Mark I, if you have it and you do the image stabilization outside of the camera, winner, winner, chicken dinner, winner, winner, chicken dinner times 2. Okay? Until you grab this one. Now, when you grab this one, E10 Mark II, then you go like, oh, I'd rather have this over this. But until you get both of them in your hands, you don't know any better. It's like you're eating hamburgers all the time and you think they're wonderful until you try a steak. And then you're going like, what the heck? Why am I eating hamburgers when I can have a steak? So why am I saying that? Because I know Jim has the E10. And I don't want him to get it in his mind, oh, I'm behind everybody now. No, you're not. That E10, I have it. It's right here. It's a fantastic camera, okay? E10 Mark II is fantastic-er. Is the stabilization any better? No. Same crappy stabilization is in here that's in here. All of this is my opinion, okay? But even the low E10, 598, $600, doesn't have the dangling things here that Nikon insists on putting on its cameras. What is wrong with Nikon? They've got a big problem, and it's between the one ear and the other ear, because I've got a Canon R6 Mark II. I've got Eleanor ZVE1. Okay. I've got a Panasonic. Okay. S5 Mark II. I've got the E10 Mark I. I've got the E10 Mark II. The S5 Mark II. Look at what it's got on the side. The built-in thing. You loop it around. Okay. Now, here's one for the books. A7C Mark II. Somebody from Nikon snuck in to Sony while they were having the meeting, and I don't know, he must have exposed himself or something, because this is the result. Why? Why is that on this camera? You got an idea? Tell me, please, because it shouldn't be. The E10 Mark II? Nope. Proper eyelets right here. Nothing dangling, built into the camera, strong. You could put a hand strap from here down to the tripod, and wiener, chicken dinner. Okay, so good to see you, Jim. Love you, buddy. You know I love you, right? Randy says, Sony, spit it out, Peter, creates 3 files, video, XLM, and thumbnail pics for each recording. Okay, why'd you say that? I don't think it matters, but what he says is true. But all of the videos have a thumbnail in it. What they all don't have is the XML file. And that's where the special instructions. I bet you the XML file is where the gyro data is in. Maybe. Evelyn says, Peter sure does a great commercial for the product. Which product? Which one? Well, I'm doing something great, which is good. Okay. So it's almost 11 o'clock. Let's stop real quick, because I will be very sad if I don't sing happy birthday to my nephew. He's not only my nephew, he's my godson, and special guy to me, okay? I've known him from before he was born. I know his dad from before he was born. We're brothers. That's why he's my nephew. Duh. Somebody turned my brain on. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you, Michael? How old are you, Michael? Happy birthday to you. I love you, buddy. He's my nephew and my godson, and I love him so much. He's grown. He's married. I don't even see him very much. Tomorrow night, I'll see him. And we probably will have some kind of cake. Will I eat the cake? Hell yeah! I will eat the cake on a birthday. I'm still alive. I'm still a human being. So, Scotty, there. I will eat cake. I will eat cake. Inikeki more, mira tora milaulinika. Oh, you got me so excited. I'm talking in the Greeky. Should we check on the pool? Should we see if the if the pool thing is still working and it didn't. Oh, look at the timing. It's going from the deep end and it's heading for the shallow end. Ta-da-dum, 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 dum-dum, ta-da-dum, 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 dum-dum. Who wants to bet if it goes all the way to the end? Ta-da-dum, 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 dum-dum, 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 ta-da-dum, ta-da-dum, nope, doesn't make it quite to the end. What's it going to do now? Is it going to give me a 90-degree turn? Or is it going to stop and think? It looks like it's turning. I'm not sure. It looks like it's doing a 360, not even a 180. If it goes forward now, it's coming back down to the shallow end. No, it turned itself around. Oh, here it comes. Ba-da-dum, 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 pum, pum, ba-da-dum, 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 pum, pum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, pum, 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 bum, pum, 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 ba-da-dum, 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 pum, 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 bum, pum, pum, ba-da-dum, 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 pum, 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 pum. Right for the drain, right for the drain, right for the drain. Boom! Right over the drain, and then she stops, and then she carries on. Uh-oh, she's in a destructive mode. The crab is out to get you. The Dawn of the Crab. It's a new movie from PeterGregg Studios, inspired by Sammy Superstar. Sammy keeps telling me to make a movie. Okay, so here, this is the beginning movie. Uh-oh, she's heading for the shallow end again. I could feel it. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my bones. If you really love me, girl, come on and let me know. All right, so there's speed. It's building up speed. It's coming down to the wire. If we had two of them in there, I wonder what would happen if they would just crash into each other. So it's heading so that's where it's doing the major cleaning right now. It's sucking the water off right off the bottom. And now you see how it's going to get narrower. And it stopped it. Okay, so it stopped it. I don't know what she's doing down there. Hey, Krabby, what you doing, baby? Come on, come to Daddy. I'm all the way down here. Not going to let you bite me. No, 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 no. All right, let's get back to the show. If you really love me, come on and let me know. Up, okay. Reverb is off. Boom, boom, boom. Jeff says, good day, Peter. How you doing, Jeff? Love you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Boy, love your pool. That is a pool indeed. How are you and all going? Oh, I'm getting ready to take a trip. And I'll be gone for a while, just like Jeff. When I grow up, I want to be like Jeff. I want to take lots and lots and lots of trips. 50 millimeter f1.4 at f1.4. That's what you got going on here. Boy, why didn't somebody tell me my hair looks terrible? Okay. No, I'm teasing Jeff because he does more trips than anybody. Okay. Funnies. Hello from Ohio. I've got relatives that live in Ohio. Can you imagine the guy that came up with that name? Some of the names of the states in the United States, I can't imagine the mentality they were in when they created the name. Ohio. And how about Idaho? Idaho. Sounds like there's something wrong with the mouth. Idaho. Idaho. How about Iowa? Iowa. 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 These are states. So before you think I lost my mind, okay, these are states. How about Florida? New Jersey? New York? How about Delaware? What did Delaware to the party? Her New Jersey. Yay! That's an old one. That's elementary school. Okay, so I'm going back to Iowa. Who's from Iowa? Tell me who's from Iowa. Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk is from Iowa. He's probably old enough to have named it, but anyway. So Philip says, Tingardiasu then sakani change. Tingardiasu in Elinos. In Eliniko. How do you say change in Greek? So I just said what he said in Greek, okay? I have to use my Greek because you know what? That I'll lose it. I'll lose it. Oh, Scotty's got a disease. I've got my mind on Zephyr Hills. Did you have Zephyr Hills? You can get a shot for that, you know. I hear the water is so tasty. You know which is one of the best, most tastiest waters? Oh, I can't think of the name now. My brother drinks it all the time. It's a glacier water, I can tell you that. Can't remember what it is. So Scotty says, the Ring of Fire. Is that an ad for Preparation H? The Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. And now, let me tell you about Preparation H. Preparation H will douse that song. I'm gonna knock that song right out of your head. I'm gonna knock that song right out of your head. If you've got the Ring of Fire, you take Preparation H. Just pour it on, and you will feel cool and chilly. Not on the top, from top to bottom. Oh, I just came up with that one. I should be in advertising. Scotty's mother's going to say something. I could feel it. I could feel it in my bones. Okay, so Jeff says, doing another trip down to Melbourne in a few weeks. That will be my last till next year. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. And Mookie. How you doing, Mookie? Love you, buddy. Radar O'Reilly is from Iowa. And so you come to the dinner table and say, we create a new state today. Who wants to name it? And the little 4-year-old, I do, Daddy, I do. Oh, what? What's the name? What's the name, son? Iowa. And there you go. I'm not making fun of your state funny, okay? Or anybody that's from Iowa. I'm having a good time with it, all right? Cut me a break. If I can't have a good time with the name of the states, dear golly, dear Jesus, I'm on the wrong planet. Just be happy. I think I'll write a song. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, what comes after that? It's got to be a good song. So don't worry. Don't worry. What should I put after that? I need a good line because I can write songs. Don't worry. Be happy. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Don't worry. Be happy. Oh, they already wrote that? Oh, well, what can I tell you? Hey, Peter. Hi, Mark. How you doing? I love you, buddy. How's it going? Anything new? I started a YouTube page, but not photography related. LOL. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what you're talking about, Mark. Oh, is it something I would guess, or is it so far out I would never guess it? Would it be the quality of different wines? Would it be the quality of different beers? Do you visit different bars and rate them? Do you model underwear? Are you an underwear model now, Mark? Is that what you're doing? Is you're out there modeling underwear? I knew it. I knew it. You and Raymond, you got the bodies of a $50 million model. And meanwhile, I can't even lose 25 pounds. Dear Lord Jesus, have mercy. Okay. Good to see you, Mark. You know I love you, and I'm only teasing. Don't get pissed off. Do not get pissed off. Carlos is here, and this is the Daily Man. Hi, Peter. Hope all is well with everyone, and you are in gratitude. I'm in gratitude. I'm in grace. I'm in mercy. I am not worrying. I'm being happy. And when all is well is done, I start all over again. I'm in gratitude. I'm in grace. I'm in salvation. I'm in joy. I'm in worship. I'm in praise. I'm in, what's the old, we were just talking, I was making fun of the states. What is the only state of the United States of America that is actually mentioned in the Bibles? The Bible, not plural, okay? Can you guess? What's the only state in the United States? So make sure I said it in English, okay? What is the only state inside the United States that is actually mentioned in the Holy Bible? Can you guess? Can you guess? I'll read the scripture to you. I have it memorized. Noah got up from his chair. He opened the window, Noah, and he looked out of the ark and saw no land. Arkansas! He looked out of the ark and saw no land. Whoa! Arkansas is in the Bible. The Bible also tells you, you guys that are thinking about getting married, okay, who makes the coffee in the morning? Who? The husband or the wife? Is it the wife's job to get up and make the coffee in the morning? Tell me, sweetie pie. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. There's a whole book on it. It's called Hebrews. Hebrews the coffee. Boy, are we going back to junior high and high school here. Oh. So Carlos says, Peter is in rare foam. I'm in rare foam, but he spelled it right. I just said it wrong. Okay. So this is the part that's not working. I think I slapped it a little bit too much tonight. Peter's in rare form, the ring of fire. Ow! Where is that preparation H? Scotty, I need some. Okay, Phil says, don't worry, be happy and have a libation. It's on him. Phil is buying tonight. Libation. Uh-oh, I better be careful with that word because I could get into trouble pretty quick. Okay. Mark, it's about sports. Oh my God, Mark, I would have never guessed. Sports. I don't think I've ever heard you talk. Well, you know what? If I actually engage my brain and not just my mouth, when you go and you're out with the buddies and you go to a bar or your Cheers or wherever you're at, I bet you're watching sports on the TV. That's how you're drinking enough where you have overdone it, Mark. So you're drinking in the liquor, and along with the liquor, the stuff that's on the TV has mingled. It's mingled together, and down your throat is coming the libation and the sportsation, and they mix, and now it's coming out. It's a disease. It's called sports. Good for you, Mark. I'm proud of you. I like it when people express themselves. Phil says, you are positive vibes and contagious. Speaking of positive vibes, this is Mr. Positive Vibes himself, Louis Lazuka. Happy, Mr. Happy. I would have to call him Happy Feet. Mr. Lazuka, because his feet just and he's the happiest guy I know. So full of love. Amazing. Macho, don't take it wrong. He's very macho, but full of something. Yeah, he is full of something, but he's full of love. Okay? And here, I'll prove it. He didn't have time to put this in. Look at what he's doing. He's sending love right out over the airs. So Mark says, it's called the Sports Corner. The Sports Corner. It's hard to gain subscribers and likes. Okay, so give me the thing there. Randy, can you go find it and put the link to the Sports Corner? Mark, see if you could find it for him. Okay, Randy, see if you could find Mark's Sports Corner. Let's launch Mark. He's been around here a long time. If he was here, I'd give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and he'd go, oh, don't touch me, don't touch me. Too late. I'm Greek. We kiss everything that moves in a nicer way, okay? It's just the way it is. We hug, we kiss, we make love to the girls, of course. To the boys, high five, bump, high five, bump, and the sports, just like Mark is doing. Mark, maybe you're a little bit Greek, okay? So it's called the Sports Center. No, got it wrong. Erase that. It's called the Sports Corner, okay? So give me a name. I don't know if you could put a complete link because it might not allow you. YouTube's got all these crazy things, but I know that a moderator can. So, Randy, if you can help find it, it's called the Sports Corner, and see if you can find anything pertaining to Mark so it's the right one. Randy says, put Caitlin Clark in your subject and that will solve the problem. Oh, dear Lord Jesus. Let's not go there, please. That makes my stomach turn. I used to watch him with the sports and everything. And now when I look at him and I know there's nothing down there anymore, what the hell? It's a sickness. And the sickness is not down there. It's between this ear and this ear. However, I'm not going to judge. I don't know why I'm not going to judge, but I'm not going to judge. Oh, I better be careful of the time. Oh, Sly's not going to be on. It's September. So she's off until October. She's coming back for my birthday. Oh, Sly, I love you. Why? You coming back for my birthday. I like that. Okay, Caitlin Clark. Golly gee whiz. Peter, I forgot your birthday. I think if I'm correct, happy birthday. 13 October or October 13. So, oh, God, talk about asking Randy, and ask and you shall receive. All right, so we have to give Mark some love, all right? He doesn't have a following to go and get people going. So, just for me, okay, go and just subscribe to Mark at this HTTPS PP poo poo. No, it doesn't go like that. YouTube's channel, blah, 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 for you. Wow. I think you should be able to copy and paste it, or it's possible you can click on the link. I don't know which. Okay. But grab it. Let's show some love. That's what we're about, guys. We get together, I get silly, I talk, I get serious, I talk about God, I talk about Jesus, my Lord, I talk about cameras, I get serious, I get silly, but there's one area that we have to join together, and that's loving each other. So to love each other, we have to support each other. I know many people that are in here now that have started YouTube channels, and it's you guys that have gone over and supported these people. So go to Mark. Mark, if you're cussing, cut it out, okay? Because this is family in here, so don't be dropping the F-bomb and cussing and stuff. Even YouTube doesn't like it, all right? And they won't recommend you and stuff. So that's just a heads up between Mark and me. That was a side conversation, all right? So go over to this right here. Now, I know when I put it on the screen, I know you cannot copy and paste that. But over on the right side of your screen, the link, if it's blue, you can click on it. All right? And just go over there and subscribe. So he knows how many subscribers he has. Let's go over and give the young man a hand. He's a boy compared to me. He's just in his 30s, or he didn't even reach his 30s. Okay? So let's show the guy a little love. Just like you show to Randy. He's got a channel. To Lewis, he does shorts. A lot of us guys do that. So Lewis is saying, love you, Peter. Happy birthday next month. Mine was last August. Did I sing happy birthday to you, Lewis? I hope you're not mad at me. Okay. Oh, Randy says, Mark, I am your first subscriber. Oh, he's saying that's the wrong channel. Ha ha. Okay. All right, there it is. That's what you're looking for. At Sports Corner -go is the username. At Sports Corner -go. All right. So let me try that here so I won't be guessing. So you have to put the at symbol in there. So I'm going to go, no, I'm not. I can't do it because I got the thing. So at Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go is the username handle. Okay. Did I confuse anybody with that? At Sports Corner -go. So you got to type all that. The at symbol, Sports Corner -go. All right. So when you go there, there's probably something pertaining to Mark there. I would go there, but I got the pool and I'll lose it if I do that. All right. So Scotty says, Peter, I think you're thinking about Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, you're right. That wasn't who you were talking about? Oh, okay. Okay. Randy says, no, the Indiana Fever basketball player. All right, my apologies. Jim Mundy says, found it, subscribed. All right, so we actually had the wrong one the first time. So make sure that we are going to this one, at Sports Corner -go. Okay? At Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. Everybody together. At Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. So what you do is open a new tab. You know how to open a new tab. Seriously? Go to youtube.com, and once you're there, where it says you could search, put at Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. At Sports Corner -go. Go, go. All the extra goes don't go there, okay? So now tell me if somebody actually does that, okay? I appreciate it, Jim Mundy. So, Mark, if you don't see your people going up, excuse me, the number of subscribers, they're not going to the right place. No, but I can't lie. I was sad, but I'm not mad. I just miss you, buddy. August 13, you never missed. Well, just fix that right now. Happy birthday to my buddy, who I love so much, Lewis. Happy birthday to my buddy, who I love so much, Lewis. Happy birthday to my buddy that I love so much, Lewis. Happy birthday to you. And how old are you now? How old are you now, Louis? How old are you, Louis boy? How old are you now? Happy birthday to Louis. Happy birthday to Louis. Happy birthday to Louis Lazuka. Happy birthday to you. Louis, you know I love you. I don't think I was on in August. I think I was off for the month of August. But anyway, you know I would sing you or just about anybody happy birthday. And for me not to get your birthday, boy, that is just plain sinful. Okay? 34. Louis is 34. And good old Louis is 34. Oh, yes, we really do love Louis. And we love him some more. Yay. Okay, I turned the reverb off. Good day, Peter. How you doing, Roy? Randy, not working for me. Mark, paste it and send it to Peter. You can do that. Where is it? Not working for me. Mark, paste it and send it to Peter, Gregg, in an email, and his link is down below. So let me open my email. We ain't going nowhere. Okay, so keep your pantyhose on. Let me go over to my email. And my email is PeterGreggOnline@AOL.com. Mark, pay attention. PeterGreggOnline@AOL.com. Okay? So now what I want you to do, I want you to send it to me. I'm in messages, wrong place. I have to go to email. Well, I'll stick it in. I'll put it in the bottom. Oh, did I mess up the pool? Did I mess up the pool? Did I mess up the pool? Put the link here. That's the correct one. There we go. At the Sports Corner-Go. So I could just sit and watch Mark all night when I can't sleep, which would be awesome. So Mark says, sorry. And here, Peter tried to butt in. That's when I walked over to my desk. Now I'm back over here, in case you forgot. I'm back over here. I went over to the desk, and now I'm back here. Where am I? I'm here. I'm not there. I'm here. Like Randy says, hello, is this somebody? And I answer on the phone, this is nobody. He says, no, this is somebody. No, this is nobody. So, the Sports Corner. Randy says, I'm subscribed to both of your channels. Lewis is giving me, only 426 thumbs up. What, are you mad at me? I deserve a lot more thumbs up than that. Lewis, don't do it. Don't do it, Lewis. I'm just joking. Okay. Oh, Mark, if you go live, you better shoot me a text. I want to be there when you're live, okay? Just to give you encouragement and say, hey, what a dummy you are. No, I would never do that. You can ask anybody that I've helped. I never do that. Boom, boom, boom. Lewis says, thank you to Randy. Mark says, I'm allowed to go live by YouTube. And Lewis says, oh, no, Lewis, you got it wrong. We don't want to be lucky. If we had luck, we'd have the wrong kind of luck. We want to be blessed. Blessed by the Lord himself, the Lord on high. There we go. Jim, you the best. You the best, Jim. Krabby Dalek is trying to escape. Yep. Nope, never come out of the pool. Mark says, happy birthday to Lewis. Take it easy, buddy. That's cool. Thank you, all my friends, is what Lewis says. And Lewis is saying a special thank you just to Mark. You guys that are all the same age, you stick together. And I feel left out. You guys don't like me. Roy says, Melbourne is cold today, only 18 C, but getting warmer. Should drop in sometime. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition is in. We're getting closer to below 0 degrees every day. It's cold. Oh, has the winter started? Seriously? Wow. Mookie. My gift, happy birthday. My gift is the one that doesn't have a name tag on it. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember that one. I'm going to a birthday party tomorrow night. My nephew, my godson. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday, my godson Michael. Happy birthday to you. I have to keep getting my godson in there because he be special. He be special. Thank you, Mookie. Mookie. You know what Sly's doing? She's sleeping. That's what she's doing. If I had to place a nickel on where Sly is, what is she doing? She's sleeping. That would be nice weather to be in. Got any tips for Melbourne? Roy, my first time. He's going there for the first time. You're right. We aren't lucky. We're blessed. We're blessed. We are blessed. We are blessed. We prayed hard for this. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go over that one. No, that's not actually bad. Okay, it's cold because of the climate change. That's fine, because we are having climate change. I was thinking of the other one. I may start a photography channel. Uh-oh, Mark is going on the trail now. He's getting hot. That's it. Get out of his way, folks. When he comes through, it's going to be like a bulldozer, an Italian bulldozer. Here comes Marky. Get out of his way. He's going to run you down. I'm not sure people would be interested in my photos and what I look for when I'm shooting. Look, Mark, this is how it is. Okay? You do what you want to do. Don't go out there to please people. I'm being serious as serious can be, okay? If I could get you, grab you, and sit you right down in front of me, I would look you in the eye and say, don't make a channel for everybody else. Make a channel for yourself. You want to show off your pictures? You show off your pictures and you talk about them. And the people that don't want to see them, God created a number of fingers on your hand. Pick up your hand and look at it. That middle one right there, that's the one for that sentiment if they don't like your pictures. And I'm being serious. I want you to enjoy, totally enjoy your experience of recording and broadcasting on YouTube. If you try to please YouTube or anybody else, and it ain't the first one and it ain't the third one, okay? Just enjoy yourself. Boom, boom. By the way, I'm in Chicago. I know you're in Chicago. Did I say it wrong? Oops, sorry. Carlos said, yeah, he is in Chicago. Okay. I knew that from years ago. Carlos says, lots to be thankful for, Louis. Happy birthday to Louis. Happy birthday, dear Louis. Louie. Hey, 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 she's got to go. Randy says 18 degrees C equals 64. 64 is very nice. I could turn off my air conditioners and open the windows. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Mookie, Mook. Making fun of you, Mookie, sorry. Peter replaced the ladder in the background with a guitar. Good move. Well, it's supposed to be there. But good eyes. Yes. Very good eyes, Mookie. When will you play us a tune? I can't play the guitar anymore. I'll tell you the story next week. I'm ready to finish. Remember, Sly's not on, so if you're going over there looking for her, she'll be back in October. We got another thumbs down. I'm willing to bet you that somebody has got two channels and they went over and logged on to their other channel. Like they think I'm a dummy. Does this say Peter Dummy? Gregg? No, this person went to their other channel and now they gave me another thumbs down. Wow, what a mean Bobby boy. What a mean spirit. Okay. Carlos, thank you, says Louis. Mark says, good advice. I will do it. Just need to break down what to produce and a schedule. Oh, you'll get it done. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. I just don't want you to get caught up in the you got to produce for people. Don't work. It really doesn't work. That's right, Peter. Make it fun to create and post your videos. But the key is, and here's the key. This is from a psychiatrist, psychologist, somebody like that. He's got a degree after his name. I don't know how many degrees. I hope it's 98.6. Is that the right one? 98.6? Yeah, I think so. But the key is to do it. I fall down on that one myself. Okay. Boy, this time of the year, Louis, is that 0 for 0 C? Yes, 0 C's. Or 0 of 0 minus 17. No, it's 0 of 0 C's. He's in Canada, so they're on the C system. 64 isn't warm for Australia. I can handle 64 with a sweater, honestly. So that is not too bad. And 64 saves me money on the electrical. Okay? The electrical bill here in South Florida is a very, very big negative. No wonder I'm rolling over this cable. That's not a good sign. All right, guys, I think that my show is over for tonight. I'll let the pool vacuum run for a little bit just because it kind of makes you sleepy. And the rest of you guys, oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold it. I'm not logging off, okay? I want to talk about the A7C Mark II some more. This is a Sony camera. So this guy is growing on me because it's full frame. It's how many megapixels? Randy, are you still awake? I think it's 30 megapixels. Randy will tell me in a second, okay? Don't forget, we have a little bit of a delay. So I'm finding, even though it doesn't have all the newest stuff, I'm finding myself grabbing for this camera more and more because it just does a good job. And when I combine it together with Catalyst Browse, it gives me totally knockout image stabilization. Now, I have a problem with Catalyst Browse. I don't like it. Just like their image stabilization sucks, well, the software that they created, it sucks. It's not that hot. It's not that good. I'm telling you the truth. Honest engine. If that's all you got, that's fine. But there's another free one out there called GyroFlow. So what does GyroFlow have that Catalyst Browse does not? Why would you even be interested? Thank you, Randy. All right, so this camera that I'm holding, which is the A7c II, okay, so many of these names get me confused, is 33 megapixels. So Catalyst Browse, when it outputs the file after it stabilized it, it's running at about 6 or 7 frames per second. So I normally shoot at 24 frames per second. So if I shoot 1 minute at 24 frames per second, it will take 3 to 4 minutes in Catalyst Browse to output the file. So a 10-minute file is going to take 40 minutes, up to 40 minutes, to stabilize it. Okay, that's the first negative of the Catalyst Browse. The second one is you say, okay, that's a long time, but you know what? I'll put all of the clips, I'll put them all into the Catalyst Browse, then I'll go take a nap, or I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up tomorrow morning. You can't do that. They won't let you create a queue. It's one clip at a time, baby. It's a one-trick pony. GyroFlow, it has a queue. You could put 40 clips in there, go for dinner, go to wherever you go to eat. I was trying to think Wendy's, how's that? Okay, Chick-fil-A. And come back and it's been running it all this time. Catalyst Browse, this is a high-end camera. It produces high-end images. It'll do 422 10-bit. And it does high quality, 100 megabits per second. Catalyst Browse? No, it doesn't matter what you shovel into the Catalyst Browse. You know what's going to come out the horse's aspirin? Okay, it's going to come out as 420 8-bit. Doesn't matter what hay you feed the horse. It's coming out as 420. What happens over at GyroFlow? It'll come out at 422 10-bit, and it'll come out all the way up to ProRes. As a matter of fact, if you look at my latest video on the Patreon, link is in the description below. Doesn't cost you any money to go there, okay? You know, I'm looking at Roy's question, and he got me off track. Any suggestions on an existing jumping video stabilizer? Okay, I'll get to that in a second. All right, so everything that's wrong with Catalyst is right with GyroFlow. They both have the same price. Free $300 is Louis Lazuka, not Louis Lazuka, Louis Vega would say. Free, doesn't cost anything. Is there a learning curve? There's a learning curve to both of them. I will eventually, I hope it's in my time, I'm going to make a video where I'm going to walk around, do a 2 or 3 minute video, then I'm going to come back in here, I'm going to stabilize it on GyroFlow, I'm going to show you exactly what I do, and I'm going to put that out on the big channel, okay? So what suggestions on an existing jumpy video, okay? So when you say an existing jumpy video, any videos that you finished is already existing. So I don't know what you mean by that. I'm guessing an older video. Here's your problem. If there's no stabilization recorded into the file by gyro, which is different from the software GyroFlow. So this camera has a gyro in it. It records all my shakes, all my ups and downs, all my skewing, okay? All that is recording in a separate file. It's not an audio file, it's not a video file, it's a gyro data file, okay? This camera does that. This camera, E10 Mark II, does that. E10 Mark I does that. Panasonic S5 Mark II does not. The Nikon does not. The Fuji does not. Only the GoPro. What's that new one but with DJI? GoPro. Most of the newer Sony cameras, the FX30, the A7 Mark IV, the A7R Mark V, A7R5, all of the newer Sony cameras, let's say for the last 3 to 4 years, it records the gyro information. And then they give you the free software to go download it and use it. But the software is so handicapped, it's kind of like, oh, no, I don't want to do that again. Well, if I felt like that with GyroFlow, I would just tell you. I would just say, it's getting old. But I can't wait to get in here, put it in the computer, dump it right into GyroFlow. And then it's one and done. Okay? So the only option you have at this point is to use Final Cut Pro. It's got image stabilization. To use Adobe Premiere. It's got its own version of image stabilization. Or to use, I can't think of the name now. It's a brain fart. It's the one that's free that everybody uses, okay? That one's got image stabilization. So all the big 3 and more will give you image stabilization. Now there's a couple of like Topaz. That one is catching my interest. The problem with that is the price is a little high, but it's not a subscription. You don't pay forever out your butt, okay? Where some of the others you got to pay. Now GyroFlow is only for stabilization. It doesn't do any of the other stuff. So, and did I tell you it'll output H.264, H.265, ProRes from the lowest to the highest, 422 10-bit. So it just gives you everything, okay? So there we have it, guys. We have a very nice show tonight. We got 22 people and 13 thumbs up. This is your last time to give it a thumbs up. Or if you want to join the Rebel crowd, the ones that can't behave and act like a baby, you can give it a thumbs down. That's activity. And YouTube sees it as activity. So that's good. So Roy says, I wish my A7 still worked. It don't work? It might not have, you need to check on that. It might not have the gyro. That's an older camera. The A7 Mark III, that's a great camera. But before I bought the A7 Mark III, I would get this. Or I would get the original one. the one that's not a Mark II. It records the job. Never mind. You want quality? This, the E10 Mark II, 422, 10-bit, 60 frames per second. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. I was checking to make sure I didn't accidentally forget. Okay. And the E10 Mark II, it's got the new capsule system, which records like you've got a shotgun mic on the top. Sony's putting out some good stuff and doing some bad stuff at the same time. Okay. It's a shame, but that's part of maturing. Phil says he gave me a thumbs up. Yay! Thumbs up from Phil. Okay. Love you, Peter. I will get a new camera this year for sure. Now, in your case, Lewis, it's a camera that you want to target. Oh, wait, I skipped Lewis. What you're going to do with it. So the E10 Mark II, including budget, okay? I don't know what the price is in Canada. That can be a downer. Because in Canada, sometimes they go a little crazy with the pricing. So you got, and here, okay, the Mark I, the original, is $600, and then you have to buy a lens. This is $1,000, and then you have to buy a lens. Okay, so the list on the original one was $698, and now this is $998. So they raised it a few $100s. So, but this reminds me of Eleanor. I mean, it's just like a mini version of the $2,200 camera. All right, guys. You want to take should I just log off cold, or should we watch the pool for a little bit? Did I say everything I wanted to say about this? I did put the 11 millimeter on the A7c II. Okay. And it performed excellently. The 20 millimeter full frame lens, which means you get a full frame picture, it performed ta-dum-tum excellently. If you want to actually see these cameras operating, Randy has been shooting out like 100 videos. Okay, if he gets a thought, oh, let's see what it looks like with this lens. You've got a new video from Randy. Oh, let's see what it looks like with this 20 millimeter versus that 20 millimeter. You got a new video from Randy. So go here. Here he is, right here. Go to his channel, okay? And you could see hundreds of videos on all these cameras. And Randy is just being himself. He'll just say, how does it look? How do you like that? He'll walk in his backyard. He'll walk down the street. He'll walk around the house. And he'll use like a Leica. He'll use the Sony. He'll use the Nikon. He'll use a Canon. He'll use a Fuji. He'll use a Ricoh. I forgot. What have I missed out on over there, okay? I mean, that man is a camera store. He lives in a camera store, okay? No, but seriously, if you want to see just plain old street talk, go to Randy's channel and find the camera you want to see about, and he's made it for you already. All right. All right, so I'm going to switch over to the swimming pool just because I kind of like yeah, Lewis. I'm a little concerned about pushing you with the money. Okay, but the ZV-E10 Mark II, they put more stuff in here than is in the toilet the day after Thanksgiving. I have to keep it interesting. I couldn't think of a better one. I was going to say, they got more stuff in here than Carter has liver pills. But would you have understood what I was talking about? That's from my generation, okay? So if I say that now, if I say that today, it doesn't mean anything. So when I say it's more than what Carter has liver pills, who understands what I just said? I'm curious. I really would like to know who understands when Carter has liver pills. Okay. So, what time is it? We're heading up to midnight. So if we go for 2 more minutes, we'll be at midnight. Okay. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? So what cameras do I actually have running? So from my left to right, which would be your right to left, why don't I just run through them manually? Okay. Right. So, all right. So on my left, which would be your right. So the camera's over there. So see how I'm pointing over there? Okay, that's where the camera is. So that's the Canon R6 Mark II, not the R6 Mark I. Okay, and that is here also courtesy of Randy. All right, and I have an 85 millimeter 1.8 what lens with an adapter on it. Yes? Yes, okay. Now the next camera to my right, which would be your left, I'm pointing at it right now. Okay. Now this camera is, I call it Eleanor because ZV-E1. And you see how I'm pointing right at her? Okay. No, I clicked on it, but the wrong one came up. All right. So what happens here, and this is a fault of Ecamm, is it jumbles up. So let's go to Eleanor, and I need to get Eleanor. ZV-E1. When I point to the lens, it should be right there. All right. So that is Eleanor. So first is Canon R6 Mark II. Now this is Eleanor. Now the R6 Mark II. Do you know how much it costs? The list price is $24.99. Okay, and then they slide down as they get older. This one is Eleanor, the ZV-E1. You can see over here. See, and you can even see which lens is on there. All right, so Eleanor is $21.98. This is American dollars. Okay, because I know I've got people from Canada in here. I know I got people from Australia in here, and if you're from another country besides those three, talk to me. Okay, so this is the ZV-E1. Now after the ZV-E1, a little more. So let's go to right next to it is this guy. All right, so this is the Z6 Mark III. So this is the newest camera that came out of Nikon, and I needed a little different lens. So Randy sent me a 50 millimeter 1.8 Makey. Okay, so I did write to them. I said, I bought one of your lenses. How do I say it? How do I pronounce it? And the lady that answered me, her name was Sylvia, like the song. Sylvia's mother says, Sylvia's busy, too busy to come to the phone. Dr. Hook, okay. So Sylvia wrote me back and said MAY-KEY. So directly from the company, it's the month of May, and key, like what's jingling on your keychain. Okay, so it's the May key, because I say Mikey, like the cereal. Mikey will eat anything. Let him try it. Okay, so this is the Z6 Mark III, Canon, Sony, Nikon, and then next to the Nikon, okay, I have another Nikon, and that one is the Z6 plain. This is the Z6 with no numbers, no Mark 1, 2, or 3. We can call it Mark 1. Okay, and the reason that that's in the mix, she puts out a nice picture. Okay, eventually I'm going to put the S5 Mark II up there, but right now, and probably for the next couple of weeks, it'll be 2 Nikons, a Sony, and a Canon. Now, when I do the, whatchamacallit, the Patreon, where I'm doing what I call almost daily videos, okay, I use a variety of cameras, okay? Like I picked up the Z6 Mark II, the one before that, actually the two, maybe the 3 before that, was the A7C, and I put a couple of different lenses, and I need to do another one taking this lens, which is the 11mm lens, and I need to put that on here to show that, and that'll go up on the Patreon, or I might put it on the big channel. Randy's saying, why aren't you putting some of the stuff on the big channel? Because get the videos up, dude. And you know what? He is right. Okay. So Roy is saying, how do you like that Makey lens? And Roy is answering, Makey is not my favorite lens. The picture right here, she looks beautiful. I have no complaints. And before I put it up on the tripod there, and I walked around and looked at all that different kinds of stuff that you do with a 50, because 50 is probably my favorite. No wonder I can't see clear. This is the wrong glasses. Okay. So the 50mm 1.4 is actually my favorite lens. On a crop sensor camera, the 35mm 1.4 is my favorite lens. If you need telephoto, the 70-200, winner chicken dinner. If you want something more compact, 85mm 1.4 if you can afford it, or the 1.8. And if you want something a little bit unique, the 100mm is the 2.8, especially if you got Canon. They got a macro. That's an awesome lens too. So we're living in a time and an age where it's really good stuff. Really super duper crazy good stuff. Yes, sir. Okay. And on that note, I really think I can actually end the show. Okay. Let's go to the swimming pool. I'm kind of curious. You'll still be able to hear me. Okay. Did it finish? Nope, it's still running. I'm a little bit surprised because we are past midnight now. So we have been running here, I can't tell. I think it's 2 hours. 2 hours or 3 hours. That's what happens when you got the wrong glasses. You can't read what you need to read. Let me get up and go read it. Okay, it's been 2 hours and 6 minutes. And now that I have the right glasses, I can see it. It's 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 3 seconds. Okay. So that is our show. I will leave the live stream running as long as the Krabby is running. Okay, so you see it has a blue light. Okay. When it's done, it'll change to a red blinking light. It won't be a solid blue light like you could see right now. So right now, we actually have a solid blue light. I guess it's getting some leftovers because I don't know why it's coming over there. Already did that part of the floor. So the instruction manual says the red blinking light means that it's run out of battery. So it's got an algorithm in it that when it runs out of the battery, it will actually take itself over to a wall so that you can reach in with a hook, which they give you when you buy this thing, so that you could pull it out. And then you got to clean the basket and that kind of stuff. Okay. So this is $500. And on Amazon, from the website, it's $500. All right. So on Amazon, it's $3.99. And Sly suggested, why don't you check out Temu? And I says, well, I don't like buying through them. Well, why don't you check it, see what the price is? But I don't know. Long story short, $239. So I rolled the dice. I bought it. I used the debit card because I fired the pool man, which is $125 a month. And so 2 months paid for this, in case you're wondering, Peter, if you don't have credit cards and you're not making money, how are you paying for this stuff? Well, $250 is what I saved on the second month, which is this month, after I fired the pool man. So that is what gave me the buffer to be able to go and buy this thing. So now it's going to the step again. I hope it doesn't go up the steps. I hate when it tries to do the steps. So it does have sonar or radar or something built into it, LiDAR. And it maps out the pool. And then it just goes and cleans the floor. And I didn't have to lift a finger other than take that thing and put it in the water. So now it goes forward, it goes backwards. It's got 2 tractor gears. So that's how it's moving. Now when it wants to turn, it moves. Oh, did you see that jump? Gosh. I think we have a good clear image. Yeah, that image looks pretty clear to me. So if it wants to make a right turn, it'll turn the one tractor gear one way and the other tractor tracks the other way, and it turns. Okay. Mookie says we need an underwater camera for the pool cleaner. You know, that's not such a dumb suggestion. The problem with that is I've never done underwater photography. I wonder if I could do it well or if it would look like a complete total amateur. It's still operating, so it's been running now for just a few minutes from before this show started. So this show started at about 10, somewhere in that area. So about 3 or 4 minutes before 10, I walked, brought it from the charger, which is inside the house. I keep it in the house because I don't want to steal it. And put it in the pool. And then I walked here. By the time I got here, I was already broadcasting live. So I switched over to me as, if you go to the very beginning of this, you'll see me starting to sit. So if you're watching this after and you're watching the rewind, of course I ask the same thing of you guys every single time. Can you please leave a comment so I know I've got some people watching me. So there we are. So I can't think of much more to say. This is one of the first times where I'm very happy with all the cameras in the room. I even have the little ZV-1, not the ZV-E1, the ZV-1, the Mark 1 and the Mark 2. So those are the little ones that's got the lens built into it. Now, if the lens is built into it, obviously that means you cannot change the lens. You can't take the lens off. So the water is so calm it's reflecting in the pool the overhead screening, which is going to come down. It's reflecting the ladders, which are not in the pool. They don't even touch the water. So this pool has been here since 1976, let's say, okay? So how many of you guys are born again? Do you even know what that means? So my born again birthday is on October 9th, 1975. Is when I prayed with somebody and I received Jesus into my heart. So I do celebrate my born again birthday too. Not with other people, but just with me and God. It's like, that's the day that I know I received Jesus into my heart. That's when you pray and say, Jesus, come in my heart. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, you know. So if you've never done that, if you've been going to church all your life, but you've never gotten serious and said, Lord Jesus, I confess all my sins. I lay them all at the cross. Please forgive me. I open my heart. Come into my heart. Make me born again. Make me a part of your family. Write my name down in your book of life and make sure it doesn't get blotted out. Amen. All right, guys. My throat is getting sore from talking so much. I think I did my show and I did Sly's show. It's 12:30. I'm going to say I love you. Good night. I'm going to sign off. I even out-talked my little vacuum cleaner, Krabby. And we'll come back and say good night. And next Saturday, God willing, and the bridge isn't up, I will see you. Bye-bye.